Hey, good morning everyone. Laura here. I have a little bit of time, so I wanted to share a practice with you that I'm really digging these days. It's my circular flow practice. We do have this class on our online membership site, Kin On Demand, but I thought I'd share it with you here. So if you do have some time, you can just play this little video and join in. So this is great for if you have any muscle aches and pains, stiffness in the body, just to really get circulation moving through all of the different areas and different joints of the body. So please join me. We're going to begin lying down on the mat. I do have a towel here, so if you've got something, just for at the very end of practice, we're going to roll that up and tuck it underneath our neck. So please come on down to your yoga mat and lie right down just with the knees bent. And we'll begin our practice just by moving the breath and really imagining the breath just cycling in and through the body and back out, this circular type of breath. So we're going to breathe in through the nose. We're going to breathe out through the nose. As soon as we reach the bottom of the exhale, we're going to breathe in again and breathe out. So it becomes really fluid. It becomes one circular breath. Two more breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. Nice and steady and deep. And on the next inhale, we're just going to bring the knees right in towards the belly. And with the hands on top of the knees, begin to circle the knees around like you're drawing circles on the ceiling. We can feel the circular massage in the low back, in the sacrum area, around the sacrum. Even kneading your weight into the upper glutes, the sides of the hips, and change direction. And then pause and center, hanging onto the kneecaps. Let's circle the knees away from each other and back in. And we're really stirring into the hip creases, the hip sockets, and just clearing out anything stuck or stiff. And then change direction. We want to feel some nice fluid movement here, circling our thigh bone into the hip socket. Excellent. And then just plant the feet down, and we're going to take the hands behind the head and curl up, walking the shoulder blades back, and we'll just find some head circles here. So also just gently warming up our belly, our abdominals, circling up and around, connecting your breath to your movement. So we'll exhale as we circle up, we'll inhale as we circle down. Change direction, let's go the other way. This is great for not only warming up the belly, but also the thoracic spine. As we get into the middle, the upper back, and even the neck a little bit here, which feels good. Last one. And rest down for a moment. Relax your belly, draw a big breath in, and a long breath out. And then we're going to rock and roll forward and back, so kind of these semicircles through the spine, using a little bit of momentum, massaging through the whole length of the spine, and we'll come right up into seated. Okay, so up we come into a comfortable cross-legged seat, and from here, just hands down over the lap. We're going to drop the chin in towards the chest. And begin to circle the head in a semicircle across the chest, Drawing one ear over the shoulder and then other ear over the other shoulder. Keep going side to side, just closing the eyes here, working into your own neck space. And then we can go for the full head circle, drawing circles with our chin out in front of us, all the way up and around. Change direction. And bring the chin back to center, and now circle the shoulders up, back and down. So really exaggerated shoulder roll here. Right up under the ears and down the back. Nice. Hang on to your knees again and let's circle the chest around. Spiraling through the chest. And really getting the shoulders involved here too. Make sure it feels good in the body. So you can do small circles. You can make them wider, take up a little more space here. Gently moving through flexion and extension in the spine. So we extend as we draw the chest forward, and then we round our back, flexing through the spine as we come back. Change direction. Okay, back to center. So let's come on to hands and knees now. Bring your knees below your hips, your hands below your shoulders. We're moving quite quickly through the practice. It's a pretty short practice, but it does the trick to just get the body warmed up. So stay with me here. Hands underneath the shoulders. Just do a few cat-cows here to begin. So inhale as you lift your chin, dropping your belly down. And then as you exhale, round your spine upwards, draw the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, dipping the navel down, chin goes up, and exhale, round and curl the spine. And one more, inhale. And as you exhale, you're gonna round your spine and begin to circle the hips around the edges of the mat. So we'll go up one side, lean forward, and back down the other side. This just feels really good to open up the sides of the body, sides of the hips, kind of get into that space between the top of your hip and your ribs. Find your breath, close your eyes if that feels appropriate here, so you can really get into your body for a moment. Even if you're just taking 10 minutes out of your day to do this movement, you may as well make it an embodied practice. You get that mindful benefit as well. Let's change direction, go the other way. Last circle, let's come forward, tabletop pose, and then right into downward dog. We're gonna tuck the toes under and lift the hips back and up. So this next movement could be a little bit challenging if you aren't practiced in yoga, if you don't have that flexibility in the spine. We're gonna go for it anyway, so if it feels too challenging for you, why don't you come back to tabletop circles. Otherwise, we're gonna roll through the spine, so we really round our back as we move towards plank pose, and we lengthen out, soften the elbows and knees, and shift the hips back and up. Right away again, rounding, rolling through the spine, and drawing the hips back and out. Imagine a wave just rolling through the body. This is full body warming here. Stay with me, 2 more. And the last one. Awesome. Come back into downward facing dog. And from here, step your right foot forward. And we're just going to pivot around to the side here, around to the left, or whatever way you want to go. Spin the heels in, toes out, and keep your hips low, your knees bent, take the arms up. Okay, good. So from here, we're going to begin to circle the hands down towards the floor and back up and around. Okay, so creating a circle with the arms and then finding this circular flow here as well. Finding some freedom in the low back and the hips. Nice, change direction. And come back up to center, just pressing the hands down. And then a few times we're going to extend the legs, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Last one. Exhale down. Hands to the floor. Pivot back around to the top of your mat. Step back, downward dog. Let's move through that down dog roll. 3 more times. We've got 2 more to go. And 1 more to go. Excellent. And then we're going to step our feet halfway up the mat or all the way to the top. It doesn't really matter. Inhale, halfway lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold and let's roll to standing. So inhale all the way up. Reach the arms all the way up out of the shoulders. And then exhale, hands to heart. Good. From here, feet coming together. We're going to take the arms up overhead and kind of like our half moon pose. I'll just step back so I'm in the view here. We're going to begin to circle finger points up towards the ceiling. If you're drawing a circle on the ceiling, we're going to begin to circle around. Keeping the feet really grounded, the legs straight, and just finding this movement through the middle upper back. Dialing around the clock up there, and then change direction of your circling. Keep your breath moving. This feels so good in the body. I hope you can feel it too. And then place the hands behind your head like this, like you're going to lie back. And then just go ahead and lie back. So let the head drop back into the hands. Chest opens up nice and wide. Big inhale. And exhale. Back to center, dropping the arms down. Give them a little shake. And take the hands onto the hips, feet separated, and just begin to circle the hips around now. Up here. Change direction. And then the knees, so feet come together a little bit closer, hands onto the knees. Okay, and we're going to circle the knees around. Get into those knee joints, also the ankle joints. Change direction. Good, and then forward fold. Hands down, step back into your downward dog. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, step the right foot forward. And from here, come into low lunge. And from your low lunge, we're going to keep the left fingertips down as we rotate the chest to the right. Just give yourself a little ringing out here and lunge twist. Take the top arm high, but then circle it around like a giant windmill. All the way up and around, reaching forward, reaching back. And then just reverse the direction. Even out in the shoulder. Place the right hand down, step back to downward dog. Take a roll forward into plank pose. Either keep the knees lifted or lower them down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift through the chest, stretching out the belly. Exhale, back downward dog. And we'll move right into the other side. So the left foot steps forward. Keep your right hand down. Rotate the chest to the left. Ring out, top arm high. And then we windmill it around. Keep the circular flow going. Change direction. And place the left hand down, step back. Downward dog, roll forward, plank pose, lower down. Upward facing dog, inhale. to child's pose. So knees can go nice and wide here. Reach your arms forward. Drop your forehead down, maybe let the hips sway a little side to side. We're going to start to walk the hands towards the left, all the way to the left so you feel a stretch down the right side waist, and then back through center, and all the way off the mat towards the right. Okay, so sweeping across the mat to the left, and sweeping to the right. And we'll start to bring this up a little bit more so we come around and we continue to sweep that right arm all the way back and then take it the other way. Left arm sweeps back, the hips even lift up a little there and change direction. Let's do a few more. That feels good. Open up the hips. The chest, heart space, the shoulders. You can hold it for a moment, of course, like a half camel pose. Press your hips forward, reach through the top arm fingertips, and then take it the other way. Nice, and back to center. Walk your hands into the body. And just slowing things right down again, just roll your shoulders out. You can feel some warmth in the body. Let's roll the head out again. Just do a few circles in both directions. Right. We're going to lie down and just take the final few moments just to rest with our neck totally supported. So we're going to take a towel and just roll it up into a nice little bolster, a little support. Place it there at the back of the mat. And come on down. Come on down with me. Oh, nice little tuck right under the head. If you need more, if you need it to be bigger or thicker, you can fold it again in half. And of course, that will make it a little bit bigger. I'm good like this for now. Just open the arms up nice and wide, so we're just slowing the energy right back down. I want to take the feet up and just come into a gentle inversion. Last little bit of energy here for the body. I'm just going to rotate the feet around. Okay, so circle your ankles out. And the other way. And then bend the knees, traveling the feet back down to your mat, and go ahead and extend them out fully. You can also keep them bent if that's more comfortable. Resting here now. Close your eyes. We'll stay just for a final minute or so, just to breathe. Let the heart rate slow back down. Let the breath become circular and fluid again. Blinking the eyes open, moving through the hands and the feet. Let's wake up the body by stretching back, stretching out through the toes, out through the fingertips. Give yourself a wiggle side to side. Everything should feel a little bit more open and warmed up, ready for the day. So thanks for joining along, a little impromptu practice for you, and have a wonderful rest of your day.